Here we are today out on the Waitemata Harbour having a look at the new Beneteau 41.1. It's just arrived from the factory in France and we're going to have a look at it today. I've just come aboard and I'm going to show you the first really cool thing about it is that when you've got on board, all you've got to do, close the garage door. So let's have a bit of a look around the cockpit now we've come on board. It's got one of the biggest cockpits of its class. One of the really nice things here is this really big distance here between the two wheels, so very easy to get on board, get all your stuff on board. This boat has been specced up a little bit. It's got carbon wheels, so if you're feeling a little bit racy, that's an option you can get. Got a pair of twin helm stations. Both sides we've got the B&G instruments here, your chart plotter and all your other information here. Great thing about this is instead of having to reach through the wheel when you're sailing, just touch it down here, really handy. That can be synced in with your iPhone as well to be fully connected. Everything really clear, really simply laid out. We've got the seat down the back here if you want to sit down while you're driving, or if you're having a party, that just folds down and away you go. So the interesting thing about this from a racing yachty's point of view is it's only got 3 winches, and you think, how am I going to sail this with only 3 winches? Well, the answer is very simply. It's got these 2 big primaries here, so this alternates between the main sheet system and the jib, so we've got one of those either side, and we've got a winch up on the cabin top for halyards. So we'll move through our nice big cockpit here. There's plenty of room to have all your friends over for a drink. Nice teak on the seats here, teak table, leaves fold up. And then coming forward here, we're looking at the only other winch in the cockpit, which is this one up here, which we use for halyards and also for reefing. So really simple process for the reefing. All you have to do is just put the line on there, and then you can either use the handle if you want, but probably not. You'll probably be using this new Harken winch feature. We've got an electric winch here, so this is the off position. Turn it round. We've got 2 speeds, fast and slow. Turn it on, put it on, away you go. So the other significant feature we notice here is this big arch, which is not only supporting the Dodger, which has got great visibility, but these huge windows all the way around, and then also there's a kit with this boat, so you can also have a bimini running right back to enclose the entire cockpit. But the other thing it does is it gets the main sheet system right out of the cockpit, gets it up here on top. And so one of the things that Beneteau did is they're thinking about safety, especially trying to get rid of a traveller that's going back and forth. They're trying to get all that rope out of the cockpit where there might be problems. And so they've mounted it up here. Instead of running a bridle system, this has running a German main sheet system. Traveller block here, running forward, splits, and then is sheeted aft, and that keeps everything nice and clean, nice and safe, and controls the load really well and doesn't put so much pressure on the boom. So there's plenty of space up here on the foredeck, but you probably won't ever end up coming up here because main comes down here into this lazy bag, so that's all no one's up here needing to flake. A couple of other innovations up here, that this is an option to have a self-tacker for the jib. It means a slightly smaller jib, but it means that it makes that system a lot easier back in the cockpit. And then up forward, we've got our jib on a furler. We can also have a gennaker on a furler if you want to be running a gennaker if you did decide you wanted to race. And also, of course, the full electric anchor winch. So just coming down now into the cabin, we've got some good grips here for stability. The other thing about these stairs is they're at 45 degrees, so it's a really easy get down. There's no turn around, come down the ladder backwards. The other thing is they're slightly curved at the end, so if you're heeling, you've still got a really good foot position if you want to come downstairs and make yourself a cup of tea. So speaking of cup of tea, here we are in the galley. Plenty of space here. It's got these great lockers here, fold down, hinge down. We've got cooker, nice big sink, and in here, big fridge freezer unit. So because this is a production boat and you're ordering from the factory, you can choose what internal configuration you want. The agency have decided to get a triple cabin configuration with a big double forward and twin cabins aft, and with a single head. Nice big, plenty of room here for your guests. We've got plenty of light coming in. One of the really nice features is not only light from overhead, this big window here that's letting in light from the cockpit, but there's also a nice little window forward, so you can lie here in bed, looking out here at Rangitoto in this instance. Plenty of light coming in there just above waterline level. So this configuration, it has just got a single head with a shower. It's semi-ensuite with one of the back quarter berths. So you've got plenty of room here with a shower, toilet, sinks, nice view out again, nice light and bright with this nice light oak So down below here in the nav station, forward in the main cabin, great thing about this, eye level windows. Don't have to be standing up to see this fantastic view. Even if you're a short person, you can still see out the window. So you've got everything handy here. There is a handheld VHF comes with the boat, but also we have the VHF unit here and the controls for the stereo. And then here in the nav station, nice hydraulic ram lifting that up there for charts and information here. Close that back down. So if you've got a boat like this, you're probably going to be doing quite a lot of entertaining. I think your friends are going to want to come over and have a drink with you. So plenty of room to sit here. One of the other nice things that's making the interior so light and bright is not only all the windows, but also they've chosen for the interior to be the light oak and also these torque panels. So it's not all like being in the inside of a tree. Really nice, light and modern looking. Nice light oak table, and this particularly dinky feature. Stop your wine bottles from falling over. You can just keep them standing up in here, so they're always handy for top-ups. So again, in this configuration, they've chosen to have a nice head forward double, so there's none of this getting in backwards. You can just hop in as if you're in a hotel. Semi walk around, so easy to climb in the sides. Nice low windows looking out at the view. Plenty of a nice hatch above you for plenty of light and plenty of hanging storage either side. And in this pull forward locker here, lots of space in there too. Beneteau is the biggest manufacturer in the world of production boats, and you can see their skills and experience in this boat. There's a lot of cruising comfort, there's plenty of volume, there's lots of storage, and plus the sailing systems have been thought through to make it safe and easy to handle. And it will perform too. Beneteau has removed more than 600 kilos from the previous model without compromising on any comfort and still making the boat easy to sail and fantastic experience to use. And at a starting price of just 390,000 New Zealand dollars, it's an awful lot of boat for your money.